Today we start the liquid fuel. The importance of liquid fuel is the fact that almost all combustion engines runs on them. Benefit of liquid fuel. They are easily to handle, store and transport. After burning they do not leave any applicable amount of ash. Liquid can easily kind lead. The combustion can be started or stopped at once. The rate of combustion can easily control as desired. Less excess air is needed in case of liquid fuel are compared to solid fuel. The furnace space is required to less than solid fuel. And last, next operation is cheap cleaner. The largest source of liquid fuel is petroleum. The calorific value of the petroleum is about 40,000 kilojoule per kilogram. There are other supplements of liquid fuel such as coal tar, crude benzol, synthetic liquid fuel made from the coal. See the petroleum. The petroleum also known as the crude oil. The term petroleum means rock oil. It is also called as mineral oil. Petroleum is a complex mixture of paraffinic, olefinic, aromatic hydrocarbons with small quantity of organic compound containing oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. The composition of petroleum is the percent of carbon is 79.5% to 87.1% and hydrogen is 11.5% to 14.8%. Sulfur is 0.1% to 3.5%. Large is nitrogen and oxygen is 0.1% to 0.5%. Sulfur is present in the form of derivatives of hydrocarbons such as alkyl sulfides, aromatic sulfides, etc. Nitrogen is present in the form of pyridine, quinoline derivatives, pyrrole. Combined oxygen is present as carboxylic acid, ketone and phenols. Ash of the crude oil is 0.1%, metals etc. Silicon, iron, aluminum, calcium, manganese, nickel and sodium. Classification of crude oil or petroleum. Paraffinic base type crude oil. This category of oil is mainly composed of saturated hydrocarbons from methane, that is CH4 to C35 to C35 H72 and little of naphthalene and aromatics. The hydrocarbon from C18 H38 to C35 H72 are semi-solid called as waxes. Next, asphaltic base type crude oil. This category of oil contains mainly cycloparaffinic or naphthalene with a smaller amount of paraffins and aromatic hydrocarbons. Next, mixed base type of crude oil. This type of category of oil contains both paraffinic and asphaltic hydrocarbons and are generally rich in semi-solid waxes. Processing of crude petroleum. Petroleum is found deep below the earth crust. The oil is found floating over salt, water or brine. Generally, accumulation of natural gas occurred above the oil. See the processing diagram. pumping of oil. Next point is refining of petroleum. Crude oil reaching the surface generally consists of mixing of solid, liquid and gaseous hydrocarbons containing sand and water. After the removal of dirt, water and such of associated natural gas, the crude oil is separated into number of useful fractions by fractional distillation and finally converted into desired specific product. The process of refining involves the following steps. First step is separation of water by demulsification. The crude oil coming out from the well is in the form of stable emulsion of oil and salt water, which is yellow to dark brown in color. The demulsion is achieved by the quattral process, in which the water is removed from the oil by electrical process. The crude oil is subjected to an electric field. Then droplets of colloidal water coalesce to form the large drops which separated out from the oil. Step number second, removal of harmful impurities. Excessive salt contents such as NaCl and magnesium chloride can be corrode the refined equipment. These are removed by washing and with water. The objectionable sulfur compounds are removed by tra- treating the oil with copper oxide. The copper sulfide in solid form so form as separated by filtration. This is the process of the refining of petroleum.